Today it's Friday, today it's match day, and what I'm expecting, what I want in Como, Juventus, ça va sans dire, are the 3 points to start giving continuity of victories, continuity of results. After the victory against Empoli, I want continuity, especially from that second half, Juventus. Continuity will be a keyword. Today I will tell you 2 things that I really want to see today, 1 thing that I don't want to see today, and I already have footage, I have images of what I saw a few times and I don't want to see anymore. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you are all doing well. We'll speak about Cambiaso, we'll speak about this, we'll speak about that, we'll speak about a lot of things in today's video. So let's start with continuity of squad list, which is already a good news. Not always we saw that many names. Remember when we had like 3 names in defense, total disaster. Sometimes it happened on the front, sometimes it happened in the midfield. We have, for the first time, a bit of continuity, at least with a lot of names on that squad list. It's true, we are still missing 5 players. Bremer, but he has been replaced by Kelly. We are missing Cabal, has been replaced by Vega. We are missing Milik, has been replaced by Kolo Muani. The 2 players that are missing are important ones, of course. Kalulu and Cambiaso, it is what it is. No excuse, we have enough men to go to Como, that is at 50 kilometers from Milan, to go and beat them. We are obliged to. Continuity. Looks like Thiago Motta totally agrees with me. He wants continuity. He spoke about it yesterday in press conference, but also if you are looking at the predicted lineup, this is what we see. Continuity with 11 men, exactly the same as the one against Empoli. Di Gregore into the goal. Wea as a right back, Savona as a left back, Gatti and Vega against centre backs. In the middle of the field, Koopmeiners, Kalulu with Nico Gonzalez, McKennie and Yildiz behind Kolo Muani. So again, for the 5th consecutive time, a Dusan Vlahovic on the bench. A lot of people yesterday told me during the live when we discovered that lineup, Pepe, why not Thuram? Why are we not playing Thuram? Well, look, in the first instant, the first feeling I had was, we are thinking about PSV, we want to do some rotations. But on the other side, when I'm looking at the lineup, if really we want to do some rotations, probably would have rested Savona as well. Probably would have rested McKennie as well. Probably would have played Vlahovic today as a starter and Kolo Muani as a starter against PSV. So the theory, my theory about rotation to prepare, to rest a bit, to have some energies, to play in Champions League against PSV is probably not valid. This is exactly the same team that we played against Empoli and that we won. So he wants to give continuity. Now, when I'm telling you continuity, I hope we will not have the continuity of the first half of Juve Empoli that started as a disaster and Juventus not able to react until the second half, the 48 minutes where Juventus really started to do well. So if we could have that continuity of the second half of Juve today immediately from the first minute and keeping it for 90 minutes, I am totally sure that we can go out of Como with the 3 points. If we are not able to give that continuity in 90 minutes, it will be a tough game because Como is not easy. What I'm expecting from today's game, 2 things. And 1 thing that I don't want to see. The first thing that I really want is Koopmeiners. I know that yesterday, again, a lot of people had that first reaction of why Koop? We are speaking about meritocracy. Why Koopmeiners there and not Marcus Thuram that is probably deserving the most? Koopmeiners has been decided to play there, according to me, and I know it's unpopular, but he played a really good game against Empoli, especially that second half. He played now because Thiago Motta, after insisting, probably now understood and admitted that he's not an offensive player, or at least not a number 10. He's starting to play him a bit in the back. He's starting to have that confidence. He's starting to have a bit of performance, not with continuity, unfortunately. It's 1 good performance, 1 non-performance, 1 good performance, 1 ghosting performance. So today I want continuity. 2 games in a row with beautiful performance of Koopmeiners would be important. Also, why not with a goal? Would be important for him, but also for us. I want the Koopmeiners, I'm not saying yet at the level of Atalanta, the one that we signed for 60 million, but I would love to see a Koopmeiners for 40 million level. That's what I'm expecting today from Koopmeiners that is helping the team. Guys, it's really important to have Koopmeiners, so I totally agree with the choice of Thiago Motta to give him continuity. If it's not working, if it's not performing, if we see that it's an off day, I'm expecting him to go out at the 46th minute. That's important. That's really important because we have some players on the bench. I will come back with the bench in a second. That will be an important one. The second thing that I would love is that we are playing with Kolo Muani. Pay attention, don't make the mistake of isolating Kolo Muani. Because we are thinking, but we have Kolo Muani now, he already scored 3 goals in 2 games. He can even reach Baggio with 3 goals in 3 games in Serie A. No. No. Kolo Muani, we don't have to isolate him. We have to play with Kolo Muani. I don't know if McKennie will again play more advanced as a number 10 or if he will form a 3-man midfield. I don't know who will go up when needed. I don't know if Nico Gonzalez, if Yildiz will go closer inside instead of always going on the wide side of the field. Yesterday, Thiago Motta said it. When we have a really low block team, what I'm expecting from my people are that we are really playing on the wide side of the field. Why? So that we can go in one-on-one and winning these duels. Well, today I would love to go a bit more closer to Kolo Muani. Play with him. Don't make the mistake to think he will be there and with a deflection shot on Kolo Muani, he will touch it and he will be in goal. And no. Even if it's a player that is really involved into the game. He loves to participate. He loves to say, I am here. So play with Kolo Muani. The second thing that I want to see. What I don't want to see, ragazzi miei, is this. What I saw in Riyadh, but unfortunately in a lot of games. Napoli-Juve, for example. It's a fresh example, if you want to. It's a Thiago Motta that is not showing that he's in the game. Of course he's in the game. Of course he's there. But I don't want today, if things are not going the way that we want, if it's still a 0-0 with the game to unlock, if unfortunately we are led by Como, that is a really good team, pay attention, I don't want a reflecting, a cerebral Thiago Motta. I want the Thiago Motta that is motivating. I want to see him. I want to hear him. I really want, not that he's speaking with the referees and receiving a red card, not that he's speaking with the other coaches, not that he's speaking with I don't know who, with his assistants. I want him to speak with the players. I want him to tell them what they need to do in certain circumstances. This is really what I don't want to see, a static thinking Thiago Motta. But yesterday looks like he understood it. Or since a few weeks, since that press conference of Milan, I always told you here, since that obsession drama, because it's a drama at Juve, looks like Thiago Motta went in a total different turnaround. First, I always told you, it's because Thiago Motta received a briefing from Juventus communication team to tell him, look, these words were not appreciated by fans. They read it online. They spoke about it. It created a big controversy. At Juventus, you cannot speak like that. We need to readdress what to say. And that's one side of the story. But yesterday, again, he repeated it. He said, I don't know if it's wrong or it's correct. You are the one that judge. But in football, what matters the most is winning. Are the results. This is what you are judged on at the end of the end. Looks like we are getting closer and closer and closer to a Thiago Motta in the version of Boniperti. Vincere non è importante, è l'unica cosa che conta. Winning is not important, is the only thing that matters. Will you always win? No, you will not always win, but that mindset needs to be there. That verbal communication, what you are saying needs to be there. And it looks like Thiago Motta now, since a few weeks, he was saying it probably to readdress the miscommunication. Now I really believe that he's thinking it himself, that he's believing in himself, and he's saying, oh, here at Juventus, we are obliged to win. I needed a bit of time. I was speaking about performance. And through performance, we would win. I rearrange. It's with winning that we start. And then the performance will come, will help. And that's important. Can it be a turnaround, not only at Juve, but also with Thiago Motta, that is changing his way of seeing football here at Juventus, because there is that sense of urgency. There is that obligation to win at Juventus. Important also because, let's be honest, guys, there are two things that are important. Trezeguet in December said, David Trezeguet said, look, at Juventus there is only one thing, it's winning. Otherwise, they sent you home. As easy as that. And the supporters, they don't care about blah, 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 the ticket. Yeah, of course. When we win, we always want more. And that's where we care about the entertainment, the fluid football and this. And we start looking at other teams. Why are we not like that? But the most important thing is that we win first. And Trezeguet understood it really well. And supporters are like that as well. You can play as beautiful as you want. If you don't win, guys, there is a problem. And then also because, like Gazzetta dello Sport is saying this morning, Motta, the points are needed. The points are needed because at the moment, if we're looking at the ranking of Serie A, we have 40 points, my friends. Yesterday, danger, disaster in a way, that Inter lost for the first time that we are seeing it here on the channel. Disaster! What a game! It's because of Inter, of course. It's because of Inter. They are really stupid. First of all, I don't like them. And on top of that, they are really stupid. Look, yesterday 3-0 from Fiorentina against Inter. They totally underestimated that game. Totally. They started at the 17th minute. We know that it's a game that has been postponed for what happened to Bove. Totally strange in Italy. Fiorentina couldn't call up the new players that they signed. Also, Inter couldn't call them up. But of course, Fiorentina did a lot of entry mercato, but also exit mercato. So at the end, yesterday, they had like 3 players on the bench. Inter, they said, it's Fiorentina. It's okay, they have only 3 players. They cannot play with their new players that they signed, Fagioli, Zaniolo. It's okay, we will go there. We will win easy and we will catch up with Napoli. They totally underestimated that game. They underestimate also that psychological effect. The one that Fiorentina, they really wanted to play for Bove. Don't underestimate what the mind can do. And yesterday Fiorentina, they destroyed them. Which means that today we have a Fiorentina at 42 points, a Lazio at 42 points, which means both of the team have 2 more points than Juve. At the moment we are 6th. Continuity of result. Not because you like, because you're obliged. Otherwise, we will be out of the race. Will Fiorentina and Lazio we have that continuity? Hopefully not, because otherwise we have problems. So we need to start first looking at our home having continuity. Today I'm expecting also a beautiful game also on the field with some young talents a la Yildiz and a la Nico Paz that will offer talent and beautiful plays. Of course, we cannot do a Como Juve video without speaking about these 2 players. Yildiz 19, Nico Paz 20, that are the future of football. I told you that I wanted to come back on one thing, is the bench. And that's probably something that can really be important for that Juve. Because if you are looking around and you're looking for some people on the bench and you have nobody, or you have like next gen and primavera player, Diego Pugno, etc., Ogowusu, like we had a few games ago, do you remember? It's one thing. If you turn your head and you have a Conceição, you have a Thuram, you have a Dusan Vlahovic, especially the Dusan Vlahovic that we saw against Empoli, that can be a total different thing. We didn't score a lot from the bench this season. In total, 9 times in all competitions, 9 goals scored from the bench. We are expecting more, and continuity is also coming from that. Vlahovic, he scored from the bench against Empoli. Conceição scored from the bench against Empoli. If we can also have continuity there, I would be more than happy. Ragazzi, this was it for my mini video. I hope you enjoyed it. Put a maximum of like if you didn't yet. Please continue to subscribe. Grazie, forza. Juve.